Hey everyone and welcome to Get Set Ma. Please do subscribe to our channel by clicking on that red subscribe button and turn on bell notifications as well. So nowadays, all of us and our children, like the rest of the world, are at home, not being able to step out. So we decided to share a few ideas with you that will help keep your child engaged and happy while at home, and these are extremely simple things to do, and I'm going to dive right in and begin. You may have already been doing some of these with your children, while some might sound new to you, and if you have any more ideas to add, please do go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. These are quite a few things that I'm doing with my 3-year-old, and many of them are applicable to younger and older kids as well, so you can see what works for you and your children. I know many of you are working from home, busy doing housework as well, and managing kids alongside, trying to create a good balance. But stay with us for this full episode. We have 15 ideas listed, and we are sure that some or all of them will click with you. So let's get right into it. Firstly, and this is a gem of an idea, audiobooks and podcasts. The platforms and sites that we normally use are the podcast app on the iPhone, and we also use Audible by Amazon. The podcast app, like most podcast apps, has many different stations or channels that offer engaging stories in different languages as well. So your child has the option of hearing Hindi stories, English stories, stories in regional languages too. Stories can be as long as 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour, and Ilam enjoys sitting and listening to these, or sometimes she's doing some activity and it's playing alongside. There are podcasts which focus on learning and fun, that share facts about animals, general knowledge. There are talk shows for kids, and while you are at it, check out podcasts for yourself as well. There are many topics that interest adults too. Audible by Amazon has an extensive list of books. You will find literary classics, popular fiction, folk tales, stories in different languages again, and this is for all age groups, and this is being offered free for kids for this time period when we are all at home. I've included the link for this in the description box below, so do go check these out. You will definitely find something you like. Next up, we have educational apps that are on hand to teach everything from phonics, logical ability, tracing letters, and more. There are many apps like these available on the Play Store and the App Store, so you can pick from an ever-expanding range of the same. Thirdly, follow some Insta accounts, some YouTube accounts, Pinterest accounts that have anyways always been sharing ideas for art and craft with children. Many of them have even been holding live sessions and teaching kids painting or a craft. Since the lockdown, on our Instagram account and channel as well, we have been demonstrating and sharing some art and craft and activity ideas every day, and also resharing some brilliant activity ideas by some very innovative Instagram handles for kids. So do go check these out and subscribe to stay updated with every new activity. Number 4, make the most with what you have at home. Many of us are running out of art supplies, but if you are, do not despair. There are many art and crafts activities that can be done using everyday items that are found around the house, like buttons, toilet paper tubes, leaves, lentils, coffee powder, flour, rice, old newspapers, aluminium foil, earbuds, and more. And there are many ideas on how to use these things online. Check out the ideas we repost and also demonstrate on our YouTube channel and our Insta page to know more. Many people and educators are conducting online dance sessions, storytelling sessions, Lego classes, and much more through popular social media platforms, Zoom sessions, and other video apps. In fact, many authors of your child's favorite books and stories are conducting online storytelling sessions. Oliver Jeffers is doing this on Instagram, for instance, Julia Donaldson on Facebook, and she is using some song and dance and puppetry in her narration too. Many well-known personalities are also reading books out to the kids. I know Michelle Obama conducted a session recently. The unique advantage your child gets here is that they can now access a class or a session from any part of the world, provided the timing works for them. Number 6, there are numerous WhatsApp groups regarding activities and classes for kids that are up and running, where parents are sharing ideas of activities to do with your child, and also notifications about different online classes are shared here. You can join those to stay updated too. Many parents who have strictly monitored their children's screen time are cringing at the amount of iPad or TV time they are getting now, but it's okay. The situation is unprecedented, so the approach needs to be accommodated accordingly. What you can do is allot a time for this screen time, especially a time when you need a bit of a break. For us, This is late afternoon, early evening, works out to the middle of the day for us. You could also watch a movie or a show with your kids. It's a great time to introduce the children to animations that we grew up watching, and you can also ensure that they are watching good content. This obviously includes age-appropriate cartoons, puppet shows, and even animal shows. Number 8, put some music on of your liking or your child's. So you can put some regular music on, sometimes you can put some nursery rhymes on. They really enjoy that. In our house, this seems to be on in the background for the better part of the day. So a lot of times it seems like I'm cooking, musical. Because Ilham has recently become a bit obsessed with the songs from The Lion King and Frozen. Ilham's school has been sending across activities and worksheets every week, so we do some of that as well. Many schools are also conducting online classes. If your child's school is doing that, then great. Otherwise, you can check with them about it. Number 10, create an invitation to play. You'll hear this term used a lot by early childhood educators. So for example, you can just leave some paper and paint or crayons on your child's desk. Or you can bring out an old toy that they haven't seen for a while. Or you could lay out some Play-Doh with some cookie cutters or bottle caps, or probably a box of rice with some tools or animals scattered in it, or make an unusual or a new combination of toys, like put some stuffed toys next to their Lego blocks, or put peg dolls on their kitchen set, or place the peg dolls along with some beads on the floor, and then sit back and see what their imagination does with this. There are many things you can do. Let your creativity and imagination come up with something, and then see what their creativity and imagination does with it and where they take it. Next, also a very important point, children don't always need to be entertained or engaged. It's important to just let them be and create their own games. They come up with the most innovative role-playing games, and it's also necessary for them to get a bit bored, as that really pushes them to think and be creative too. Number 12, get your preschooler to help out a bit at home. It keeps them busy and they feel important and being given some responsibility. They may not do it every day and they will miss out a few things and need to be reminded, but when they do it, they will enjoy it. This could be something as simple as something they've already been doing, like helping with tidying up their toys and putting their toys in the right boxes. They could help in watering the plants. They could take their own plates to the kitchen. They could probably help in collecting the laundry around the house. Of course, be prepared for instances when you may find the full laundry basket dumped in the middle of the living room with your child sitting next to it, engrossed in flipping through a book, or probably staring at an ant walking across the floor. Number 13, use this time to expose them to something they are not usually or regularly exposed to. So you could show them a particular dance form and explain it to them. Or they can hear some music they don't regularly listen to. Number 14, go old school. Play some old games with them from our childhood, like hopscotch. Think back to when you were in school and what was your forte. Gymnastics, dance, playing an instrument, sports, art, etc. And see how you can bring in some of your own learning in these things and impart it to them and share that and memories of that with them as well. Lastly, and this is very important as well, if you see your child happily engaged in some activity, engaging in free play, then let them be. Even if you have another activity planned for that particular time. Once they are done with whatever toy or game they are playing with, then get them involved in the next game. Because if they are happily busy with something, let them be involved in it for as long as they like, as this helps you maximize the activities you can do with them as well. And also they're happy and they're engaged, so why disturb them? That is all for today. Please do take care of yourself and your children. Wash your hands, stay home and stay safe. Love from all of us at Get Set Ma.